For hearing's benefit, you don't.
Happening again. She got to find out. Half up front.
Play my Spotify.
Cozier mix from Spotify.
What, sweet baby?
or cheaper proctor said he was going through.
Happy Monday. It is a new week and I am looking forward to it. I have a new lease on life. That sounds like I died or almost died recently. I did not, but I haven't been filming for a while. As you may know if you watch my other videos or if you care, I am several weeks ahead on content. And so I decided to take a break. It was very needed. It was very great, but I'm ready to be back at it. And my first priority this go round this week for this video is to read. I'm in such a reading mood. I want to read so bad. I just want to read everything. And it feels so good because I haven't been in a reading mood for a while. Let's talk about my plans for the week and then we'll talk about what I'm currently reading. So it is Monday, like I said, and I am home from work for the day. I woke up with a pretty bad migraine. I slept for several more hours. I got up around like 8:39, which was really nice. And I've just kind of been taking a slow morning, as I like to do when I am not going to work. I really am a morning person, but I like to have really slow, relaxing mornings. I like to have my protein shake. I like to drink my coffee and just like enjoy myself, watch some YouTube videos, what have you. So that's kind of how my morning has been. This week, I really just want to do whatever I want to do. And that sounds so silly, like obviously that is life, right? But I have come to realize the amount of pressure that I put on myself to have my weeks and my days look how they should look and do the things that I should be doing. And it's just not helpful for the old mental. So I'm gonna work out if I want to. I'm gonna game if I want to, read if I want to. I'm just gonna do whatever my little brain, my little heart tells me that it wants to do for the rest of the week. And I'm not gonna focus on like what I should be doing. I'm not trying to hit any goals. I'm not trying to like maintain a routine. I'm not trying to find a routine. And that's like been the hardest thing for me. I think being autistic, I really crave a routine, and then being ADHD, it's like, it's conflicting because my ADHD brain is like, just do whatever the fuck you want. I don't need a routine. And then my autism brain is like, you need a routine, thrive in a routine, that sort of thing. And so they really conflict and it's a struggle. We're not doing that this week. We're going to go with the flow. We're going to see how it goes. I am currently reading and watching a ton. First up, I finished the Quintessential Quintuplets yesterday. I have been back in my anime mood. Like a Why Choose? The guy gets hired by the main female character's father to tutor them, and they're twins or quintuplets, and he's hired to make sure that they don't fail out of school. And he has like a romance with one of them. They have a past together. One of them has a past. We don't know who it is. And it has 2 seasons, but I finished the first season yesterday. And I don't know if I'm going to continue it. I'm definitely not going to continue it at this time. I liked it okay. It was like a good thing to watch when I was like playing video games or whatever, but it's not like my perfect anime. So I'm gonna go back to watching I think it's My Love Story with Yamada at level 99 or something like that. I previously started watching this with my partner and then we stopped watching it together, and now I'm watching it by myself. And I like started it over again because we would watch it while we were playing Lorcana together, and I just like wasn't paying enough attention to what was going on. So I restarted that. I'm also watching Ravenswood for a video, and we're also watching the new Daredevils season together, which is very good. So, and then of course like all of our reality shows, but that's what I'm currently watching. And then I'm currently reading quite many things. So I'm listening to the audiobook of Throne of Secrets still. It's an audiobook that I was hoping to finish last week, but I did not. This is the second book in this like Carrie Maniscalco adult series. I read the first one and gave it 5 stars. I love the series altogether. This fifth one is, or the second one is pretty good. It's with Gluttony, and he's trying to like save his court from this curse that's been placed on it, and the heroine is a journalist, and they have to like work together, and he's holding like a marriage tournament thingy to find a bride, and her sister is recruited to be part of it, and she obviously is like there with him and also trying to have like her journalist thing, and they have like not a good relationship, and then they also are like secretly into each other as like separate identities. It's like a whole thing, but it's really good. I think I have only a couple of hours left. It's gonna be like a 4-star, I think. I'm not obsessed with it like I was the first one, but it's still very good, so I plan to finish that audiobook as well. And then I also restarted Tress of the Emerald Sea. I am 40 pages through. I read this previously, got like 20 pages through, and then stopped reading it. This is like a cozy fantasy, and I love Brandon Sanderson. I have loved every single thing that I have read by him, so I'm excited for this. It's basically about Tress, who comes from like this small island, but her one true love taken away by a sorceress or something, and nobody seems to want to like save him, so she leaves to go save him. And I think it's like a Princess Bride situation. I love Princess Bride. I'm excited by the story. Love Brandon Sanderson, so it should be like really good. Also not to make this any longer than it needs to be, currently reading Empire of the Vampire. I checked out the book from my library and I was immediately in love with it. I was not the biggest fan of like Nevernight. This author just really does not understand how to write women, I think, but this one is like a Interview with the Vampire meets the Patrick Rothfuss book that everybody loves. Essentially, we follow a vampire hunter or a monster hunter from birth to where we are currently, and where it's an interview, so he's being interviewed by these people that are holding him captive. He's like the last in this monster hunter organization, and they want to like take down his life's work as like a history keeping situation. And it's very good. He is like half demon. Everybody in this sect of the organization is like half demon. A lot of like religious trauma, a lot of religious undertones, vampires, sensuality, all that kind of stuff. It's very interesting, and I'm just waiting for my physical copy to come because I got the first and second one, and I'm waiting to read them. Like, I want to read my own physical copies, but it's on Kindle Unlimited if you're interested in it. But it's a chunky one. The first one I think is over 800 pages or a little under 800 pages, but I'm just so freaking excited to get back into it. Honestly, if you tried to read Nevernight and you couldn't deal with his writing, very fair, but I would say check out this one. Its writing is pretty different. There's no like weird footnotes. There's no, that I've seen so far, like weirdly sexual, overtly sexual stuff going on with any of the female characters. Not that we've seen really a ton of them, except, well, that's not true. I almost like didn't continue the book because one of the first characters we're introduced to is a woman. She says no line. She's like forced by vampires to like be subservient to them or whatever. But the first line of it's like talking about her big breasts. But regardless, we've seen very little as opposed to what Nevernight was like. So I would say if you could not read Nevernight, couldn't get past his writing, very fair, but check out this one if you're interested in like a vampire story. It's pretty good. I'm liking it so far. I'm not very far in. That's it. That's my week. Please excuse my cats playing. One of my cats is a very vocal player. I get a new coffee maker today. My coffee maker has been broken. As you saw in some B-roll, I've been doing pour-overs. I like pour-overs. I'm not a coffee snob by any means. I like a little bit of coffee with my creamer, so I don't care to taste my coffee, but I will say the pour-over, the taste is great. But we need a coffee maker. We use the coffee maker not just for coffee, so we do need a coffee maker. It comes today. My books come today. I'm gonna go back to watching Hannah Alonso's newest video on the LeBrant family MLM situation. And then for the rest of the day, we're just gonna hang out. So we'll talk later whenever my books and stuff come.
Or monthly reset day, and it's March. And
Good morning, friends. It is Tuesday and I'm about to leave for work. I have my protein shake and all of my stuff came in late last night. Not only did I get my coffee maker and my books, but I also got my Fairy Loot box. I think I have one more coming, but I'm going to talk very briefly about finances. So if you don't want to talk about finances in the state of the world or hear talk about that, go ahead and skip ahead. My partner trades stocks, so he's very familiar with the state of the world and what current people are doing to the US economy intentionally, in my opinion. So I have kind of gone into defense mode a little bit. As someone who has 3 ferrets and a cat who has a chronic bladder issue, I need to be like cushioned. I've gone full I've gone full defense mode and I have canceled all my subscriptions except things that we use every day. I've canceled my Kindle Unlimited. I have canceled all of my book boxes. I will not be purchasing anything that is not already in our home that we need, so like food, animal stuff. That is that. I will not be reading Kindle Unlimited books. I've already downloaded the ones that I have on my list and like removed my, like turned my Kindle's Wi-Fi off. If I don't have it or if I can't get it from the library, I will not be reading it for the foreseeable future. And that's just the world that we're in right now, and all of that sounds very privileged, obviously, and I'm coming from like a privileged US standpoint when it comes to finances. But that being said, I thought we could talk about the final few things that I got. I do have some nonfiction books that are coming in the mail over the next couple of weeks that I might talk about when they come in, but yeah, other than that, we're done. Next up, I got this necklace that is Addie LaRue. I already tried to wear it and like wasn't the biggest fan. I do have really long hair, so it does get stuck in stuff a lot, and this is just not like a super good necklace to have long hair with. So I do like it, but yeah, so that obviously is part of it. It came in this little necklace case that I've already put my necklaces in. We have a pair of these really cute fox socks from one of my favorite series of all time, Once Upon a Broken Heart, that I love. I have quite big feet, so most socks that are like one size fits all do not fit me, but whatever. We also got this Kiki's Delivery Service notepad that is just like a to-do list situation. We have our character cards. We have this little berry dish that you can like put your berries in and wash them, and it has little bees. I think this is the Honey Witch, but very, very, very cute. Really like that. We have an embroidery kit from the Rose Bargain. I don't know if that's the name of the book or what, but that's the design right there. And then, oh, that is the name of the book because the book's right here. We have the spoiler card and the matching bookmark. And then, of course, we have the book, which I'm obsessed with. We all know pink is having a moment in the world, as and with me. So we have the Rose Bargain. The back says, when one makes a fairy bargain, one must be prepared to pay the price. I love, love, love this pink. The sprayed edges are beautiful. The top is just this beautiful pink. And then, of course, we have our insides, which are lovely. The reversible dust jacket looks, oh, the cover is gorgeous. Of course, love the original, as I tend to, and then the back looks like that. So this is absolutely gorgeous. I really, really love this. But that being said, I am currently unhauling all of the books on my shelf that aren't like 4 or 5 stars, like absolutely new favorites. So if this is not a new favorite, despite how lovely it is, it'll probably be listed on my Pango. So this is set in 1848 England, set around the season, and I believe the main character makes a deal with the Fae, and I'm assuming the hero is the Fae. So I'm looking forward to reading this one, and we'll see how it goes. And then my other books came. So first off, we have this awesome version of Frankenstein. I also got the Dracula version of this, but I just love the colors. I love the design. I think it's super fun. And then lastly, we of course got the first and second book in the Empire of the Vampire series. Now, yeah, disgusting, first of all. I don't mind too terribly much. I'm not someone that really is bothered by like ups and downs, but anyways, I requested the paperback versions. I prefer paperback. They're easier to hold. I just prefer them, but we got the paperback, and then I guess the paperback for this is not out yet, so I don't know why they offered that as an option, but here we are. But we have Empire of the Vampire. This is the one I'm currently reading. It does have the art. I think every copy probably has the art. Also have the second one, which is Empire of the Damned. I do like this edition. It is quite nice. That I am 80 pages in. I am right here. And I am super duper excited to get back into it. And then I also got a little bit further into Tress of the Emerald Sea. I am now 100 pages into this, and I am really liking this. It's a lot more fun than I have come to expect, obviously, from like Brandon Sanderson's Cosmere books. This is part of the Cosmere. I have read his other 2 novels that are like not necessarily part of the Cosmere. One of them is like The Wizard's Guide to Baking or something like that, and then the other one is I can't remember. I liked them okay. They were all right. I tend to like his more serious stories, I think. This one feels very much like Princess Bride. She has stowed away on, she accidentally stowed away on a smuggler's ship, and then she got saved by some pirates after they blew up the ship that she was on. Definitely not like a new favorite, but I am enjoying it, and I find myself, it's an interesting reading experience because I find myself like getting tired of it, and then it just like sucks me back in. So I'm enjoying both of those, and then I'm also gonna continue listening to the audiobook of Throne of Secrets. So I do need to get to work though. I need to finish getting ready and then head off to work, and then I think I'm gonna try to work out after work today. I haven't quite decided. I'm still not feeling like my best physically. I don't have a headache anymore, but I'm kind of just like worn out, so probably all the stress of yesterday. But I'm gonna go to work, I might work out, and then I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna read. So I need to make space for this stack of books and then hang my art prints on the wall. This is my unread standalone shelf right here. This is where all of my like book box standalones and like some of the fantasy that I don't have the continuation of series, that's where I've put them. Obviously I have series that I haven't finished, but they're like on the shelves. And as you can tell, we don't have a ton of room, so I think that that fairy loot box should fit right there, and then we'll put my Frankenstein and my Empire of the Vampire books up on the shelves. So let's do that. Okay, so this is my current journal, and I've been thinking a little bit about how I want to use it, and it was a little bit inspired by getting this, but I was going through my Notion today. Notion is what I use to track pretty much everything, books, content schedule, the whole shebang, but sometimes I feel like it's not really good for like retention and memory. I want to try out physically journaling. I still do my daily pages, and I've been going in and filling in, like after the day is done, my activities for the day. But I think I want to start using this as a daily, weekly planner, as the title suggests. So it's a new week. Today is Tuesday. So I think I'm going to try out this, using this as a to-do list. And then I'm also going to use these for my content planning. So we are in March. So I'm going to go in through my to-do lists and my content for the next coming month and figure out what I need to do and write little to-do lists, weekly to-do lists down. So